Dienstages Dilemmatag. Hello, I'm Kaiser, and in this episode of Star Trek CCG Dilemma Strategy, we'll have a look at another dilemma combo that you can use using only Decipher cards. And tonight, it's the Ferengis' turn to try their hands at a space mission. They want to complete a 10 Mysterious Rendezvous, and we've got a selection of 10 personal here, all from the Coming of Age Ferengi starter deck. A great deck, by the way, to introduce players to First Edition. So, we've got two ships available, so the Ferengi decide that they will just send in Follis on a shuttle as a sacrificial lamb to redshirt the mission and see what the first dilemma is. We reveal it, and it is unscientific method. Most cunning science personnel present without greed or treachery is killed. We don't have a science personnel, so that doesn't apply. We just read on. To get past requires cunning greater than 24 remaining. Now Follis is out of his depth, and he is stopped, and the dilemma goes back under. Now, we have a choice to make. We can send in either a small crew with just enough cunning to get through, or we can go all in and prepare for the worst and go in with all of our guys. Now, the dilemma will kill the most cunning science personnel without greed or treachery. We have 3 science personnel, Dr. Rhaegar, Cole, and Vacor. Vacor doesn't have treachery or greed, so she's an eligible target to be killed. The same is true for Dr. Rhaegar. However, Cole is a science personnel who would be safe because he has greed. So why not try and include him? Now let's see, if we use him, that would be 6 cunning. With Daemon Bok, that would be 15. And then the best we have are 8s, so 23. We would have to send in at least 4 personnel, and we don't want to send in these 2 because they would be killed. So if we have to send in 4 anyway, we might as well go with the 7 and keep the 2 scientists here safe to at least prevent the initial kill and see if that does us any good. So let's send in these guys aboard the Decra transport. They can of course staff it. They run into the dilemma. Most cunning personnel present with science personnel without greed or treachery. We don't have a target like that. Our only science personnel has greed, and we easily have the cunning to beat this now. Next dilemma is Macrovirus. Place on ship. Okay. Now, and start of each turn, kills lowest strength or lowest cunning crew member of opponent's choice. Cure with 2 exobiology and 2 science. Now we can only cure the dilemma after it has had its initial effect. So let's see, the lowest strength, we've got a 6, a 5, a 7, a 5, a 4. So he would be our 4. That's a potential target, or the lowest cunning. We have a 7 here, an 8, an 8, a 7, an 8, and a 6. So Col would be the target here. Bok is a 9, so our opponent has a choice between these 2 personnel, and they will go for Col in this case. Alright. This doesn't stop us, so we can continue into the next dilemma, and this is scientific method. To get past requires medical and 3 science. There is a medical, but one of our science guys was just killed, and 2 more we left on the outpost. So this stops us at the end of the turn. Nothing happens. We could now try and cure this. 2 exobiology we have on Dr. Aridor and Gozel the Gozerian. The science we only have at the outpost. However, our ships now are stopped because they failed dilemmas here, so we can't fly back this turn. Okay, next turn. Macrovirus again killed somebody. Again, lowest cunning or lowest strength. Now let's have a look at the guys left. Strength is 6, and there's a 5, and there's a 5, and there's a 4, so Diamond Bok would still be it. And now the lowest cunning would be 7s. There's a 7 here. There's a 7 here. So our opponent has a choice of these 3 guys. And probably they would go for the exobiology to make sure that we can't cure the dilemma anytime soon. However, if we look at our guys, we realized that if we now fly back to here, bring our 2 science guys, and we still have 2 exobiology there, so we can get rid of this. And then we could even fly back and attempt. However, we've got science, science, medical, but no 3rd science now because 1 was killed. And that means without reinforcements we cannot get past. So again, this is a very old dilemma combination. Unscientific method into scientific method has long been played as a 2-part dilemma combo, sometimes with a different filter in between. You can just use, for example, a fast ship would be nice, which gives you a choice kill unless the opponent gives you a ship. That would be a dual dilemma, so you could also play it on a planet. And it also works with just these 2 cards. It's really about the surprise you put in between that shakes things up a little bit, but it's still a solid dilemma combination, even though there has been some skill escalation. 3 science is still a decent wall, and if you can get rid of 1, it will be even harder. So definitely something that you could try out. All right, that's it for the traditional dilemma series that we've done for January. For February, I'm trying to have a look at dilemma combinations that also use virtual cards again. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. I'll be happy to show off your favorite combination on this little show. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to this channel or leave a comment. And I hope you'll watch next time again. Until then, bye bye and expand your power in the universe. Thanks for watching.